All right, so for this section, we're talking about anaphylaxis, which is another word for a strong allergic reaction. And you need to understand this closely because you actually have some classmates that are in this boat that could need life-saving assistance if they have a reaction to a certain product. So that could be anything from a nut to a bee sting to certain types of other allergens like something you eat or potentially some other just smells and experiences around different types of products. So take a close look at this. You're going to hear the phrase EpiPen, and you'll notice there's a picture of an EpiPen right below on this screen. So check that out as well. So here we go. Let's check this one out.
Anaphylaxis is a severe allergic reaction that can develop within seconds or minutes of being exposed to an allergy trigger or allergen. A person who is experiencing anaphylaxis may have trouble breathing and go into shock. Because anaphylaxis is life-threatening, it is critical to act quickly to stop or slow its effects. To recognize anaphylaxis, look at the situation and the person's signs and symptoms. If you know that the person has been exposed to an allergen, look for trouble breathing or signs and symptoms of shock. Remember that signs and symptoms of shock may include excessive thirst, pale, cool, moist skin, changes in level of consciousness, and a rapid, weak heartbeat. Unknown exposure plus trouble breathing or signs and symptoms of shock equals anaphylaxis. If you think the person may have been exposed to an allergen, look for any two of the following signs and symptoms. Any skin reaction, such as hives, itchiness, or swelling. Swelling of the face, neck, tongue, or lips. Trouble breathing. Signs and symptoms of shock. Nausea, vomiting, cramping, or diarrhea. Any two of these signs and symptoms, in combination with suspected exposure to an allergen, equals anaphylaxis. If you do not know whether the person has been exposed to an allergen, look for any skin reaction or swelling of the face, neck, tongue, or lips. If the person has a skin reaction or swelling, and the person is having trouble breathing or showing signs and symptoms of shock, then assume anaphylaxis. When you recognize that a person is experiencing anaphylaxis, have someone call 911 or the designated emergency number immediately. If the person has a prescribed epinephrine autoinjector or an autoinjector is available and you are authorized to use it, help the person use the autoinjector. When administering an epinephrine autoinjector, be sure to hold the leg firmly during the injection to limit movement of the person's leg. Remember that anaphylaxis is a care-first situation, so if you are alone, help the person first and then call 911 or the designated emergency number. While you wait for help to arrive, make sure the person is sitting in a comfortable position, or have the person lie down if he or she is showing signs of shock. Provide reassurance. If the person is still having signs and symptoms 5 to 10 minutes after the first dose, and emergency responders have not arrived, help the person administer a second dose if another autoinjector is available.
All right, so what you see here is something that's actually really life-threatening, but yet for somebody who knows that they have allergic reactions, it can be quickly treated, okay? But you need to have this EpiPen. You're gonna take the cap off it, you're gonna jam it in their leg, and you're gonna jam it in pretty hard, and that will give them that relief that they hopefully need. But you gotta monitor their breathing, you gotta make sure you got 911 on the go, because this is life-threatening, okay? And you have 2 or 3 classmates that are in this boat. So we want to make sure we take good care of them. So peace out, peeps. Thanks.